Hey Summers!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to Make 2 and an original house design in my town, Sims Landing. This is a hotel. We've already done a hotel in my town, but since we got the DIY Homes update, I wanted to do an even bigger and also more modern hotel because the one I originally built and put a video of on the channel was a bit, let's say, dated. And this is it on the mysterious island in the very same location.
So you destroyed your old Overlook Hotel.
I did, and thank you for that reference. We had asked in that other video for anyone to catch the reference to the hotel, the famous fictional hotel that I had made an homage to in that one, and only one person commented to say, but yeah, this is a brand new hotel. It's right next to the beach and the restaurant and houseboat restaurant, which we've already done videos of.
It does look like a beachside restaurant, actually, or beachside resort.
Yeah. I'm not sure, we'll see as we go through. I'm not really sure how happy I am with it because I think it turned out to be one of those big fancy resorts that we would probably never stay in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They're not my kind of hotel, but yeah, so anyway.
More boutique-y. You have not made a boutique hotel.
I would much prefer to stay at small boutique hotels with lots of character. But anyway, this is it's really too big to fit on one screen, to be honest, but this is the first floor. And this here is the lobby with the check-in desk and 3 clocks to signify,
different time zones.
Yeah, different time zones, how you often get that with big fancy hotels.
That's nice.
And the center of the hotel is the elevator bank. We'll come back to that later as we go up the floors. But just going this way, there's a conference room for business guests, and then you get into the sort of wedding venue area. So we had done a neighbor tour for Lauren's hotel, and she had a wedding kind of area, she told us later in Facebook. And while we were doing that video, we had talked about doing a wedding venue, and so this is basically it. There's
a ceremony area outside.
Yes.
With chairs in the ceremonial archway.
Yep.
Then with you were talking about wanting to make use of the white tablecloth tables and the white cloth-covered chairs, so you found a use for that.
Exactly.
And then next to it is the dance room, the dance hall.
Gotta love weddings with dancing.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to point out, by the way, before we get too far, is the patio paving. So we'd also previously done a video where I had remodeled the DIY model home, which was the free prize for completing the basement quest. And I remodeled that house in order to keep the special patio paving because it's indoor only tile, which is special to the DIY home. And so basically did the same thing again with this hotel. I built the DIY model home and then stripped it down and tried to keep the special paving for the patios and balconies.
Wow, that is dedication.
Well, I just like it. So,
okay.
I wanted it, yeah. Anyway.
I want it.
So this is the pool. It's always nice to have a pool when you're in a fancy hotel, even if it is by the beach. And in my mind, this pool would be an infinity pool, where like you would have the edge of it kind of falling off and overlooking, the ocean or something. But because you've got this island fence, you can't really do that. And so I just decided to go ahead and put chairs all around the edge of the pool. On the other side here there isn't a restaurant in this hotel the way there was in the old one, but there is a bar and then there's this outdoor seating. So I assume for breakfast, guests can come out here and sit in the outdoor seating and, have food brought to them, I suppose. And then at night, this is the bar. We also have done a neighbor visit of Sam's house, and he did this really cool thing with putting the new bar that you get with the DIY Homes update together with the metal counters because they just fit really well together. So I have adapted that idea for the bar as well. Thanks for that, Sam. And then here is men and women's bathrooms, making use of the indoor privacy screens to divide the toilets. And then this is probably my favorite part of the hotel just because it's the prettiest part. It's not as soullessly corporate as the rest of the hotel is.
Wow.
But it's a Japanese spa, sort of. So, you know, fancy hotels often have spas like this. So basically you could come in and you'd have the option to sit in one of these chairs behind one of these Japanese privacy screens, or you could go into one of these private rooms, and these lounge chairs are meant to actually be sort of massage tables, chairs, but there are 2 of them on either side.
Or for having facials or pedicures or whatever else you want in a spa. I think that little set of 3 rooms, the 2 rooms with a lounge chair and a corridor, is my favourite little section of the whole hotel.
Yeah, mine as well. Basically, maybe I should have just started with that and kept going on that theme. But yeah. So that is the first floor, and before we go...
Yeah, I noticed something on one corner.
One corner?
Yeah, the other corner. We're going to look at that now? Some stairs going down?
Yes. So
they're connected to the bar area.
Yeah. It's off of the bar area,
but
you can
it's a bit hard to tell.
You can also get downstairs via one of these elevators.
Okay.
So
the elevators are for the guests, and the stairs are for the staff.
They could be for whoever, but
okay.
Just basically having 2 ways downstairs was. I figured that would be a good thing. So, assume you took the elevator down, you'd find yourself in this corridor, and this is the hotel kitchen. Lots of counter space, lots of food plates set out, things like that.
Yeah, that's
serving
a big
lots
kitchen.
Of guests.
Yeah.
And on the other side of that is the break room for the hotel employees, which leads into their locker room. We've been watching this great show on the CW, Jane the Virgin, where the main character works in a hotel, and a lot of the scenes take place in the downstairs of the hotel. And this is the hotel's laundry room. And then on either side over here are 2 offices for hotel managers and just a small bathroom as well.
Yeah, though I know that you've kept the basement relatively controlled because they're so expensive, I think this is something that is actually really cool. Like, you wouldn't have devoted this much space to this kind of thing before the DIY Homes update, but I think it's really cool to actually, it makes it feel much more alive and lived in.
Hopefully.
To have this thing like a locker room and the breakout room and the laundry room, it's just like, oh, okay, everything does fit together. You haven't had to make as many compromises as we used to do to make it look like a real functioning building.
Yeah, the other hotel basically had nothing for the staff, for instance, and as you said, we now have room to do that. Although, as you can see, the basement does not fill up the entire lot because, it's the biggest basement I've so far built in my town, and it costs a lot of money. So, going up to the second floor, the hotel is set out in a U shape so that it can be mirrored across both sides. So basically, the second floor rooms, you have one room which has a balcony overlooking the ocean, and then a room for 2 people on the corner, or 2 beds on the corner here, and a room here with sort of an inside look over the courtyard and pool.
And all of those have ensuite.
Yes. All rooms in this hotel have ensuite. And on the side over here, it's basically just a mirror version of what I just showed.
Well, I think you have this for the others, but I think the balconies here, though I think the whole structure works well, I think the balconies, which are only, well, I guess they're 7 by 2, but it's cool how narrow they are, and you still fit 2 chairs and 2 tables.
Yeah, and again, the paving is the special one from the DIY home. And that was only available on the second floor because the DIY home was only 2 floors. So this paving will not be on the upper floors. And now up to the third floor. So yeah, as I said, the paving disappears, but I've kept the same paving for all the common spaces like the hallways. So the third floor, as you can see here, it kind of moves in like a sort of step structure. The balconies are terraced. So the room gets a little bit smaller on this floor, and there's now on the corner unit no room for 2 beds, only room for 1 bed. And other than that, I think this room is exactly the same as the one below it. And then again, it's mirrored over here.
And very consistent use of furnishings throughout, which is relative. Certainly for big corporate resort things is pretty common.
Yeah. You'll see the penthouse here is slightly different. So this is the penthouse, the fancier suite, which people, they pay a little more money for, would get. So that has a slightly bigger balcony. It's 3 blocks instead of 2. And the furnishings are different. They went for the Scandinavian, and I went for slightly funkier wallpaper, so the polka dots. And in the living room, which this suite has, the wallpaper is zigzaggy black, and the bathroom furnishings are also a bit fancier.
Yeah, and a bigger bathroom as well, with space for both a shower and a bath.
Yes, and the doors are double doors. So the other thing is, they have room. There's another room with an internal courtyard view. It's laid out slightly differently because I put the door here because I wanted the penthouse to have its own private hallway entrance there. And once again, it's just mirrored on the other side of the building. Same setup, same furnishings. No honeymoon suite in this hotel, but you could sort of assume that somebody who's shelling out money to be on the 4th floor, they would get those two suites. So then this is the top floor, the 5th floor, and the elevator comes up here, and you have the option of going to the fitness center. This is probably one of my second favorite parts of the hotel, just the fact that, your exercise machines overlook whatever the view is from up here. If I had a fitness center like this, I would probably enjoy working out much more than I do in real life. And on the other side of the elevator bank is the business center, where guests can use the computer and reference bookcase and things like that. And then just along the rest of the roof are 2 separate areas for eating.
It's cool you've managed to fit a fountain all the way on the 5th floor.
Yes.
I just thought it would only work on the ground.
Well, when you're in build mode and trying to place the fountain, the game does automatically send you down to the
Yeah, but it does
bottom.
that for potted plants as well.
Yeah, it does that for those as well. So I tried it with the fountains. While holding the fountain in build mode, I just went back up to the 5th floor and got a green light. So I placed it there.
Okay.
Yep. And then just on the other side, this is more of a kind of bar and grill area. So this is the hotel at twilight, but let me just quickly put the nighttime setting on because I think it looks really cool at night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All lit up.
Yeah, so you got all the rooms sort of giving off their glow and all the rest of it. So as I said, it's a bit of a corporate resort kind of thing. Not sure how much I really like it, but it was an interesting project, and it's a little fancier anyway than the old hotel that was here.
Yeah, well, I think I really like the terracing. I think that works really well. I think it does feel pretty realistic, as much as one can do these things in Sims to a hotel. And the only thing it makes me wish for is that you could have more than 10 Sims on a lot, because I think I'd love to have, you've got a lot more Sims than me, but all of my Sims, which is about 20, they could all be in a different room and all sleeping, or it would just be more interesting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, without glitching, there just currently is no way to get more than 10 Sims on a property. And as you said, now that we have 5 floors and basements especially, it would be lovely if we could fit more Sims on a property. But, okay, we'll end this on your favorite section, my favorite section of the hotel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video tour, and if you'd like to visit this hotel or any other building in my town, then you need to become friends with me on Facebook. Information for that is in the video description below. Sorry, we can't accept any more friends on Game Center because Game Center has hit the 500 friends limit.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also we'd love to know what you think, so do let us know in the comments. Please also subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with our latest videos, because more videos are on the way soon.
Thanks for watching.